Hello everybody. Welcome. How are we doing today? I just woke up and I'm tired as hell. Yesterday was rough. It was woof. So we're just gonna play some Spire. It's gonna be all good. I also don't really have coffee in the house, which sucks. I have this like super old like store brand coffee, and it's like really old. So first of all, coffee grinds I don't think they're expired. I hope they're not, because I'm about to drink it. Yeah, old coffee grinds not good. Very oxidized, like grinds, no flavor. They've been around for too long. And then the second thing is they didn't even taste good when they were fresh, so it's it's just I do not have coffee in the house, but I need to be caffeinated. Delicious bean soup. That's what I say when I'm eating. Literally doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's funny. I was thinking actually, like, man, dude, I love this coffee flavored water, because that's kind of what this is gonna taste like, or at least that's what I'm imagining it's gonna taste like. Coffee flavored water. I mean, I guess I can give you the live review. Take a sip right now. We knew it was gonna be bad, so we put like extra sugar, extra milk. Oh, that tastes fucking awful. It's atrocious. Oh my god. It's literally like ash. Just eating ash. Just put my tongue on a fucking ashtray. Oh god. Haven't been by in a while, so I almost forgot to say your advice helped me a lot, but I kind of have to relearn the game a bit. I see. Well, that's good. I'm glad there was something that I could say that helped you. I don't know exactly what it is. I'm always because I also know that one of the discussions we had was like a little more me tilting off the face of the planet. So sometimes I'm concerned when I do that I'm like yelling at people when viewers aren't easy to come by. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like we had a good thing going. So anyways, I'm about to ruin our entire viewer relationship. Just avoid elites a lot more and not avoiding them. Okay, that was the useful part. Yes. Elites, I guess the way that I would see it is that elites are a tool to get strength. And it is a tool that you trade HP for. So if you believe that you can trade your current HP for some kind of relic or something, or a rare card or whatever, then that can be useful to you. For sure. 100%. It's a little interesting because there is kind of a secondary school of thought, just for the record, for sake of completeness, I guess, which is you could theoretically, if you knew that there were powerful cards that you could draft, and then you could maintain like a 20 card deck or something of only the best cards ever, an effective way to do that is actually to not fight elites, because you will have less cards to be able to fight elites because you didn't pick like damage commons that just kill elites, but you'll have a much more focused deck. Now, there's a lot of this is a lot more popular with characters like Watcher and Slay the Spire 1. The problem in Spire 2 is that there are enemies that directly counter that, like the Doormaker. So it's It's difficult. It's not exactly a strategy that I'd recommend doing. But yeah, I mean, it's a game. It's a video game. So whatever learning, not learning, you could theoretically just bash your face into a wall and then have fun with that too, right? Hello. Welcome. Here we are. I think we were kind of close to a win on Silent yesterday, and then we lost. It's kind of what I remember. Also, haven't gotten a 10 on defect yet, so this is like kind of the secondary thing that I've been wanting to do. The primary thing that I've been wanting to do. Silence is always the primary thing that I want to do. There's like a doing something, doing joke. I don't know. Something there. Hello, Unicorn. Thank you for the head pat. What is up? What is? Trying to run thinner decks of 25 or less, but it's rough because I get good cards that I want. That is like super true. I would say that, because this is like kind of my guideline, is usually, I would say that a thinner deck, to me personally, is anywhere between 25 to 30 cards. If I'm going above 30 cards, like I'm going to like 40 or something, or I'm at like 38 cards and I'm still considering picking cards, like that's what I would consider bigger. So if, I guess the way that I would contextualize that is if I am like attempting to get to the boss and ending with 30 cards in my deck maximum, like pure super maximum, then I would assume that I only have 5 card picks left. I guess you could do literally the same thing with 25. Yeah. Which you're probably already doing. Alright. Makes sense. Yeah, what is up, Unicorn? How are you? What are we doing at this thing? I did used to think, oh, it's fine, I have 40 cards, I draft enough card draw, and I never do. Yeah, the interesting thing about, like, having a larger deck is that, like, or to me, one of the biggest benefits that I understand and, like, know how to use, I guess, is that having more cards in your deck lets you pick more scaling. So, like, you literally can have, like, 5 footworks in your deck if you have drafted 40 cards. Because, like, probably one of them is an acrobatics, and probably one of them is, like, a reflex or something, which means that you'll find your footworks, and then your footworks are whatever. But then it becomes hard to play your card draw if you haven't drafted energy, so... Well, there's, like, a lot of stuff there. But literally the higher quantity of cards is, like, supposed to be okay if you have scaling that you feel confident in being able to play. But I understand that you are currently exploring the route of not doing that, which I think is, like, important to be able to do, right? Like, I think the thing that'll give you more experience in the short term is, like, the thing that you're saying, which is, like, trying to be a little bit more selective of card selections and stuff, so... And this coming from the person who has, like, a 10% win rate on a Section 10. Like, 10% is not high. It's pretty low. Okay. To be fair, I haven't really, like, considered what my win rate is now, like, on current patch. Because I know that, like, Gloom seemed like a really, really tough modifier. Like, it made it really hard to trade HP for elites, right? But now that Gloom does not reduce the amount of bonfires, the game's kind of different. The game's a little different now. We might not do this and do that instead. what really hit it home for me was defect, because I realized you will really struggle if you try to run every orb. 100%. I think the most, like, techie orb is probably darkness. Like, dark orbs are good, but usually, like, I'll pick a shadow shield, because I'm like, oh yeah, I want one dark orb, this dark orb is gonna get to the front, and then it's gonna, like, trigger a few times off of a loop or something like that, and then I'm gonna dual cast it. But I don't, like, you don't pick, like, a lot of dark cards to do that. I mean, you could pick, like, 2 upgraded darknesses, that does work. And then glass is kind of interesting because it's sort of just lightning, but AoE. And then I would say that lightning and frost are probably the, like, generic. You can just use these. Plasma's a bit weird too. It's a little more build around. So that all makes sense. Backflip, flick flack, and prepared. See, I always want to, like, take prepared because I feel like I'm not going to see it again. Realistically, all of these are commons, and they have the same probability of showing up. So we'll take the enabler and probably regret it. I've been trying to run lightning decks to varying degrees of success. Makes sense. Take 6. Owie. Oh. Still can't kill you. What the heck, man? There we go. Where's my 3 strikes? Well, that is a reflex. Reflex does get paired with prepared, but our deck isn't doing anything yet. So I don't want to take this poison stab. Could have been up my sleeve, but we sharp. We could sharp. Well, sharping neutralize. They're both single targets. Starting like the same damage per turnover. Phantom Blades, dash, anticipate. I think we want dash. We just need damage. So that we can fight an elite. Our current goal is fighting an elite. This is what I was concerned of, was this is a difficult hallway fight. Or a hard pool hallway fight. I think, right? This is the 4th fight. Oh, it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it is the 4th fight. This is the 4th fight. So I guess it's earlier than I expected anyways, but I was anticipating I was gonna have to deal with that here. Hard pull hallway fights are certainly harder. Hey. There goes all my HP. Take this dagger spray. Now we have some potions that'll hopefully help us. actually win the elite fight. Strength potion plus dagger spray is going to be really good. It's good in the fight that we go to. I wonder if I was supposed to more aggressively path to a shop. Like, I could have taken this path or this path. Like if I wasn't sure that I was going to fight this elite anyways. Oh, we had lethal. -6. I'll take a backstab. We've got cards that do stuff currently. Now the problem is going to be redrawing this dagger spray. There it is. Probably didn't have to pop the Thorns potion. Acrobatics, deflect, skewer. I mean, unfortunately, we have nothing to discard yet. And also, acrobatics into, like, what, dash? It's not like that good. But we'll probably want an acrobatics at some point. Okay, deflect, dagger spray, strangle. Sup, Corey? How are you? Grab this deflect. Really don't have a whole lot of HP. Good with the hospital. How about you? With the hospital. Like you're being chilling with the hospital like he's your homie. If you're in the hospital, I hope you're okay. Going off schedule this early in the week, you really like to keep people guessing, it seems. Did I not say 1 EST on the schedule? No, I went to the hospital. It says 1 PM EST. Or is the joke that I'm usually half an hour late? It says Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Shit, really? I assumed I scheduled the right. Oh, it does. That's so funny. No, it was supposed to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Why did I schedule Thursday last week? Or it was 2 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks ago. I'm trying to remember why I didn't go live on Wednesday the week before that. I really don't remember. Okay, so you went to the hospital. Well, I hope the reason that you went to the hospital has been alleviated to some degree. I don't remember. It was 2 weeks ago. I can't even remember what 2 weeks ago was because I was sick. Like, I was sick for a week, and then, like, it felt like an eternity because I couldn't do anything because I was sick. And then before that week... I literally just... I have no idea. Pretty sure that was also an error and you were live on Wednesday. Yeah, 2 weeks ago would have been March 25th. Well, it's a good thing this was brought to my attention now, instead of, like, reposting the schedule every time. Was I live on March 25th? It's been scheduled as Thursday since 4 weeks ago. Oh, that's probably why. That's probably why, then. It would have been 14 days ago. Well, this has 2 weeks. That's 13 days ago. This is 2 weeks ago. That's... Baldur's Gate. What was this? It just says 2 weeks ago. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, that's good. We should fix that. I guess it was on Thursday, so... because Spire 2 got released, and then I never changed it back. So incredibly attentive I am. Don't worry, just a dog biting my arm. Well, that sucks. What the hell? What the helly? We're just, like, down. We're just chill with dogs biting our arms. See, I thought about it for, like, half a second, and then it was, like... Yeah, it's like, what kind of dog is, like... Is it, like, a... Like... Horo the Wise Wolf biting your arm? Because that's, like, cute. That's different than... Ah, shit, I have to go to the hospital. I guess this is, like, similar to After Image. Hand of Knives, Bouncing Flask, and Ricochet. Goodbye, you're taking off so soon. See you later, Unicorn. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. See you later. Fan, Bouncing Flask, Ricochet. Between Bouncing Flask and Ricochet, but also the boss is an AoE boss, so maybe Fan of Knives. I am a fan of knives. It was a pet bulldog? So it wasn't like a cute anime girl that happened to be a dog. That's honestly tragic. It's like prepared untouchable. No, sadly, that is sad. That's incredibly sad. Fasten is broken. Alright, we're max HP for the boss. I was concerned. We're not max HP, but we're close. I was concerned. Now I'm not concerned anymore. And then when I lose, that's what we will call hubris. Well, we aren't doing a whole lot of damage to this guy. Small concern. Jesus. Fucking come on, dude. Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Actual 4 defense in my deck. Well, I guess we die. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy, bro. I guess the word of the day is hubris. Yeah, we weren't doing a whole lot of damage. I just got excited about the Fan of Knives and the Fasten Plus. Well, I guess we had the Frozen Egg, so... I wonder if we took, like... Maybe we needed, like, a Strength Potion or something. Kind of want to look at the shop again. Because maybe I didn't need, like, also Pantograph. Regal Pillow I definitely would have taken. Let's run history, right? What's Dash, Hand Trick? Foot Break, Secret Technique? Like Liquid Bronze? I don't think it was Poison Potion. Bottle potential is a power thing? Is that what that is? I don't remember. But yeah, you would think with the double acrobatics, double prepared deck, it wouldn't be that difficult to draw, like, more than one defend. Apparently it was very difficult. Okay. The essay that I saw being typed while we were fighting that boss. One very minor complaint I have with Say the Spire 2 is that there are so many relics that it feels like you can't play around getting some or realistically have any idea of what you'll get if you get a random relic of a specific rarity. So it all feels a lot more random what you get. I say complaint because I'm honestly not sure if I dislike it or if I like it overall. It's just a bit weird and takes some getting used to. There's so many relics that it feels like you can't play around getting. I mean, my question is, like, what are those, I guess? I'm assuming whenever I get a relic, I'm like, ooh, yay, relic. Then you, like, just, you take it, and you're like, wow, that's really good. I want to take the adrenaline, but also we can take the cycling slash to the bank. We are in the overgrowth, so I guess cycling slash is worse. Oh my god, so many encounters. It's like mono encounters. It's like that. It's like that's what I want to do. Doesn't seem very viable. There's a bonfire sandwich instead. Then bonfire before that one. We take this early shot because we don't want to do 5 encounters in a row. That's really funny. Okay. I have never taken Sucker Punch. I wonder if it's, like, better than I think it is. I think I'm still not taking Sucker Punch. So at Spire 1, if I get a random rare relic, I had some idea of what it could be and what that would do for me. Here, each individual relic is much less common, so it doesn't feel like I can have that same kind of control over my choices. If I got a random rare relic, I had some idea of what it could be. Like, wouldn't you just, like, index all of the relics and then be like, well, I could get all of these relics or all of these relics, and then just decide if it's a good idea or not? Is this, like, specifically for... There's a Niao bonus that gives you a random rare relic, right? Or a common relic or something? I guess it's a Noxious Fumes kind of day. Are we also taking Poison Stab if we do this? Probably not. I mean, I do want the Noxious Fumes. I think it's better than selling the Curse in my deck. But yeah, I guess what I'm trying to get at is, like, as a player who did not, like, 100% index every single relic in Slay the Spire 1 and just kind of, like, played the game, I don't feel a difference. Wait, this was a question mark and it was a shop? Damn. And then, like, I guess the other thing that I was curious about was, like, you know, what relics are bad, I guess. That it's like, well, I can't play around getting these because they're, like, not things that I wanted. Right. That was a typical way I got a random rare relic, yes. That was in context to the Niao blessing thing. In general, it feels a lot more luck of the draw rather than being able to somewhat know what relics I could get from a choice. I guess the thing that I'm trying to understand is, like, is that choice fighting an elite? Like, is that the choice you're talking about? Or is this, like, very specifically only Niao blessings? Because you're saying typically the way I get a random rare relic. For example, yes. So, for example, choosing an elite fight, I'm like, I don't know what rare relic I could get from this. I still not taking pounce. We are fighting an elite. It might be smart for me to take a damage card. It's like, this is worse into bird and statue. I guess it's just worse in general because we don't have another poison card yet. Sure. Yeah, I guess the information that I'm, like, curious to hear, or, like, actually have absolute information on is, like, what were the relics that you played around in Slay the Spire 1? And then what are the relics that, like, when you find in Slay the Spire 2, you're like, oh shit, who could have possibly seen this coming? Because, like, I'm willing to concede that there are probably bad relics that you don't want to see. I just, like, can't think of them because, as I've stated, I'm not a player who, like, goes like, ah yes, I need to know every single relic right now. I will figure that out. I guess you could also just say vibes and I'd believe you. I'm interested in neither of these. I guess we're more interested in Haze because there's an AoE boss. However, we don't have any draw discard. So can we survive if we take the haze and we don't use the thing immediately? I mean, maybe it's fine to not be haze. Am I gonna have time to play a Snakeblade versus this boss? Oh, we have Pounce. Oh, we have Pounce, so that makes playing haze easier. Huh. Sown. I think... Sown Haze seems like good. So I can play it for effectively 2 if I ever need to. This is a random relic. Usually I just take the random relic in general. Because I don't feel like a clumsy is that bad, but maybe I shouldn't be doing that. We actually already have a curse in our deck, and like no card draw. Except for Adrenaline. So, might actually be a lot worse in this case. This is where I heal again. If I fight... If I fight... the statue, the bird, I'm sad. And those are the only ones that are left. I just, like, don't really feel like I can fight those, to be completely honest with you. But I do think that this can beat the boss. I feel like these cards, like Noxious Fumes, Haze, Dagger Spray, and Upgraded Pounce, could beat the boss. I just don't have block. So maybe what I'm supposed to be doing is upgrading and taking the hallway fights to find blocks. I'm gonna try that. I feel like I've been aggressively picking elites, whereas this deck doesn't look like it fights elites. Okay, the eggs, Kunai Shuriken, Anchor, Lantern, Vajra Smoothstone, Masked Courier, Mummified Hand, and to a lesser degree Ice Cream are the main ones I thought about inside the Spire 1. Like, you would make drafting decisions around potentially getting an ice cream? I mean... I guess that's, like... there. So, like, which ones are, like, bad in this game? Because I've been... I guess, like, part of the reason I'm actually asking questions is that, like, I have also heard people saying, like, they don't want to fight elites because they feel like the relic pool is bad. And I just, like, don't... Again, like, I don't know, maybe I could be losing because I don't... right? Like, I'm fighting elites and getting bad relics, and I'm not noticing because I'm not being particularly critical about what relics I get or don't get or whatever. Oh shit, I'm taking damage this turn. Yeah, Kunai, were Kunai and Shuriken shifted up in rarity? Is that, like, what happened to them? I feel like I want this Poison Stab. But I guess I said that I was doing this for blocks. These aren't blocks, is the problem. I will admit it's mostly vibes, as I just feel like eggs, kunai, shuriken tier impact relics less often. All of the eggs in kunai were upshifted. It's an Echoing Slash. Echoing Slash is more AoE when that wasn't really our issue. Our issue is blocking. We'll take it though. Well, I guess our hope here is that we draw all of our AoE, we play it all immediately, and then the things die. That was not the correct order to be doing this in, so I'm going to restart this one. We read left to right. That was a mistake. Okay. Not super confident in winning this anyways, but here we go. I feel like blocking is not worth it. Which one is Sandcastle? Grade 6 random cards. And then Archaic Tooth is like upgrade a thing. Or like upgrade your base card, right? Am I allowed to hit you with the old-fashioned "it depends"? So it's dual cast and quad cast. Do you have anything that synergizes with quad casting? Like, in the dream scenario where you actually get to quad cast, like, whatever it is that your deck was doing. Like, is that good for you? Like, is it really, really strong? So what this could look like is you have a darkness orb that is going to be really, really big, which means that, like, you have a deck that sets up a darkness orb. Then your quadcast is going to do 1 billion damage. Or your deck is maybe not as strong for block, and you have ways to produce frost orbs, which means that your quadcast is going to be like a really, really big block. I would say that quadcast is probably weaker with lightning specifically, but if your deck is lacking in AoE, then maybe quadcasting a glass orb is pretty good. And all of that is slanted slightly better if you have focus and stuff like that. Okay. 2 hotfixes and a hologram. Okay, so that gives you focus for your orb. But like if you, I was gonna say if you do the math. It's like, if you do the math on what your orb is literally going to do when you quadcast it, like, is that good? I would say that hotfix and hologram are commons that want to be upgraded. So if they are not currently upgraded, and you can see a certain set of cards that are like, it'd be a lot better if these are upgraded, then you could take the upgrade 6 random cards. It's also like how many cards could potentially be upgraded. So like if you haven't removed your strikes in defense, then you could just hit like strikes in defense off the upgrade 6 random cards, and then you might be like pretty sad. So, okay, I'm going to very quickly use the bathroom. Come back. I'm back. Okay, new ones like Pendulum, Mailbox, Joss Popper, or Joss Paper, Festive Popper, Usari Gama, Intimidating Helm are all pretty mediocre. This is in addition to a lot of upshifted relics, which feel relatively worse. I'm inclined to agree with you that those don't seem as strong. Like, Intimidating Helmet is like, okay, I play like a 2-cost or a 3-cost power or something and get, what, 4 block? Something like that? Welcome, Dragon, what's up? The thing is, I wonder if that's a case of, like, the relics simply not being strong enough, maybe? I don't know. Because, like, the original statement was, like, I don't, you know, when making a decision, whether that's, like, taking an elite or getting a random, like, picking a button that says gain a random relic, you know, I don't feel confident in, like, being able to construct a game plan around the relics that I get, so my runs feel very random. Like, that was my understanding of what you said, which I'm inclined to agree with you for, like, Kusarigama is, like, I've gotten it before, and then I'm like, yeah, the damage is, like, okay. Like, it's fine. I don't dislike it, but it doesn't seem very strong. I'd probably disagree on the Axis of Mailbox, because they made it that you get two potions when you rest. And literally if you rest and get 2 potions and then smack an elite upside the face, like, that actually does feel very strong to me. Pendulum got changed recently so that it's like you draw a card on the 3rd turn or whatever, so it's like a setup relic similar to the invulnerable relic from Spire 1. Essence, it's something, I want to say it's Essence Popper. It's not Essence Popper. But yeah, I think Pendulum is fine. Like, I think Pendulum's fine and probably strong. Mailbox, I think, is fine. I was actually surprised when they buffed it to 2 potions, because I thought getting 1 potion on resting was already, like, strong. Joss Paper, I could maybe agree with. Like, Joss Paper feels really random, because it doesn't really feel like it's a... Like, it feels like an Ironclad relic, basically. I guess, like, Defect maybe is okay with it too, but it's like... I don't know, maybe it's fine. Maybe that's another relic that needs to be set up, and then, like, your first Piercing Whale against the boss draws you a card, and then maybe that's good. Popper is, like, probably seems weak. It's just, like, dynamic entrance on a relic, which is kind of whatever. Yeah, and then I want to say Intimidating Helm, like, could be good if you just got a little bit more block on it. But I feel like it's maybe not as good. Hard decision. I upgraded one of them and not the other. Sandcastle worked out and hit both hotfixes. Let's fucking go. Sweet. Yeah. I think hopefully, like, talking through the rationale of it was good. But yeah, like, Quadcast can be good. It's just like you need it to... Like, thinking about what it realistically does in your deck, I think, is important. Looking at the relic list side by side, Slayin Spire 2 has, like, 8 fewer common relics, but as many uncommons and 10 more rares, so at least in the rare slot, there are more options that make me less certain. Yeah, I want to say that if the game is balanced, then, you know, all the relic options will give you something that you can, like, have some degree of, like, player skill expression to using that is, like, okay, it doesn't... Like, I guess... For me, personally, as a player, like, my philosophy is that I'm just going to assume that the game is balanced in some way. Like, whether it's accurate or inaccurate balancing, whatever. Like, it doesn't matter to me. I'm playing the game, it's fun. Which is why I don't think about these things that much. But I would believe that in a game that's balanced, it doesn't matter if there are 10 more rare relics. It's just like, one of these is probably going to be good. I'm going to figure it out when I get it. So it's like, I don't need to like, it's not even, oh, I can pre-plan to get, like, a higher advantage. It's literally, like, the game systems are balanced. I literally don't need to pre-plan. Like, I'm never going to pre-plan, because it is unnecessary. Right? Like, if I get I keep wanting to call it Essence Flux. It's not Essence Flux. If I get the thing that gives me intangible every 5 turns, like, my run changes. You know, I wasn't thinking about it, and now that I have it, I'm like, damn, I guess I get to be intangible during Hyper Beam turn, and that's really broken. Right? Ghostly Popper. What the fuck is this relic called, dude? Intangible Man. That's what it's called. But I agree. Obviously, there are more relics, which means that there are more cases to need to deal with. And also some of the cases, as we've discussed, are probably not as good as, like, you know, the big ones from Spire 1. So, like, I agree with all of that. I guess for me at a more fundamental level, though, it just, like, doesn't matter. That's called Hammer Clock? Of course. I've been playing Volmonica Pendulum decks. I got two flares on my Switch 2. Two flares, what? I see, okay. I don't fully understand what you said, but I'm just gonna go with okay. Right, we somehow survived that combat. Well, we survived it because we saved scum, technically. But I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a break today. I think that's okay. I'm just gonna treat it as a misclick. What is our plan here? Probably not Knife Trap. Aftermath Shadow Meld. Aftermath Shadow Meld. I mean, I want to say it's Shadow Meld. The problem is we have no blocks at our deck. Where the hell are my blocks, man? I can enchant all my defense with Goopy, and then I immediately lose the game. Yeah. But yeah, like I'm not disagreeing that it could be the case. I hope that, like, obviously as we move closer towards the game actually being released, that the relics will feel good. And also the backup for this is that, like, as I said, the reason why I'm, like, exploring so much into this thought is the fact that I, like, have heard people say that they don't really like the relics, or that you know, they're not fighting as many elites because they feel like the relics aren't as strong. So, do you dare gamble your life? I mean, I just feel like, so the thing with Goopy defense is that, like, they're really good if you have other blocks, because then you can, like, use your defend. It's really strong for that turn, but then inevitably you might need to block, like, some damage not with your defense, so you want to have some more block. Like, if we're on turn 9 versus the Insatiable, and we've used all of our defense, then we have no blocks in our deck anymore. So, I don't know. Like, so it's probably, I'm gonna take Pale's Legion, because this relic is really strong, but we literally don't have blocks in our deck. Like, I need blocks to be offered to me, so that I can pick them, so that I can win. I mean, you're good, fam. I'm just saying that I unfortunately and regrettably don't fully understand what you're saying. I think that's okay. The vibe I'm getting is that you are excited about something to do with Master Duel and your decks. That's good. Looking at the list, it seems there's a decent amount of my issues with the relics is being upshifted. Since Art of War, the Egg, Shuriken, Kunai, Meat on the Bone, Mummified Hand, the Courier, and White Beast Statue were all upshifted from common to uncommon. Or uncommon/common to rare. Okay. I think that all of those relics are strong. So if you told me they were upshifted, I wouldn't have been surprised. Like, Mummified Hand was an uncommon, right? So now it's a rare? Like, that does not surprise me at all. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you get it? So I guess I wonder if the solution to this is like, you know, we need more run defining things that like common. You know what's funny about that is actually like I've thought before about how commons are really important in Slay the Spire because you need them in Act 1 pretty critically. So I wonder if like the same kind of thing follows for relics, where it's like you need your common relics to do something, because you kind of need them to win the game. Like I believe that this is all possible. Is I was gonna say, is mailbox a common? Is mailbox a common version of White Beast statue? Yeah, I wonder if it's a distribution thing too. Okay, we have deflect, piercing wail, and reflex. Alright. See you later, dragon. Take care. It's just piercing wail. Where are my actual blocks, man? Like, where are my blocks? Maybe I just have to take the deflect. I just like I can't not take anything. Okay, so here's the thing. If we get Bing Bong and we're picking blocks, we're gonna get blocks in our deck for sure. Like, for real. I do think most of them deserve to be rare, but it does make the density of rares higher, so you get more variability in your rare relics. But a lot of the same common relics that don't do as much. Yeah, so like there were outliers in the strength of common and uncommon relics. And then it's like, in order to have those effects still in the game, they needed to be shifted up. Which means that, like, there are a lot more rares that do a lot of different things. Which you're suggesting is, like, harder to prepare for. Like, I guess if you get a late mummified hand, and then you're expecting this, like, rare relic to completely bust your balls, and then it, like, doesn't do that because you don't have a lot of powers in your deck. Whereas if you got a mummified hand earlier, you would start picking more powers, and then it'd actually be viable, right? Like, again, this is probably, like, a general philosophy thing, but it's, like, for me, I think that how the game should be, that's how I think the game should be, not necessarily, like, how it's actually played, and then, you know, indicative of, you know, how low my win rate is. Maybe I just, like, have the wrong idea. But I think that, like, when you receive the randomness of the game, you should be put into a thinking loop of what you're going to do about that randomness when it is presented to you. So, like, getting a relic is, like, presenting you with some randomness that you now have to respond to, right? It's, like, based on the fact that there is a high degree of variability, there's, like, nothing you can do to plan around that. Instead, having, like, a dynamic conversation with the game systems of, like, it gives me this. So now that I've gotten this, I have to change the context of what I'm doing. So, like, potentially, I have this Daughter of Wind, and I've been having trouble blocking. I considered for at least some percentage of seconds that it might be a good idea for me to find, like, an after image or some shivs. Because the Shadow Meld plus shivs or after image plus this thing would be really, really good. Obviously, I can't control getting an after image, but now I'm going to be a lot more excited if I find one. I can't have plans for Daughter of Wind when I picked Shadow Meld over... I think I picked it over after image. But now that we're here, it's like, okay, well, I have to like respond to what the run is giving me. And I think that in a healthy roguelike, that's how it should work. Right? Because you want to have interesting decisions on the moment to moment, which is like, things happen and now I can make decisions. If you've planned everything before you've gone into the run, you're not making any decisions anymore. And then like, is the game fun? I don't know. I think we're going to take this block thing because we are in a run where we have no blocks. There's no blocks anywhere for any reason, and I just need blocks. I don't know, maybe 2 block cards is enough, but... More plating is like mini anchor. I would say Orichalcum is better, but Daughter of Wind kind of messes that up. That's fair. Yeah. I guess Orichalcum also with, like, Shadow Meld is like 12 block. Just kind of funny. Probably can't have them steal my haze, or I will be very sad. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, though. That was less block than if I did the other way. Give that back. Ghost in a jar. Backflip. Okay, we'll take backflip. Now I think we have blocks, right? Now it looks like we selected some blocks. We still don't have a footwork or like any defense scaling. We have Shadow Meld, I guess. Remove 2 cards, add a normality. Am I okay with that? Where's the next shop? It's a while from now. Okay. Perfect fit. I would say that drawing deflect is pretty inconsequential. Do I feel like I can fight an elite? You'd probably fight the Decimillipede. There is then the Tranquil and Intimancer. How do I feel about Intimancer? It's like not great. I guess the other thing is that like we picked this haze, and then we wanted probably a little bit more poison than that. We picked it because it was good in the AoE fight, and now it's like, So do we delay even more? We delay our elite fight even more. We'll delay it by like 1. by like 1. Once again, that was less block than if I did it the other way. That's a lot of damage. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, the punch was right there. We're like really awake today, man. We're so here right now. It's 22. Okay. At 28. There's a tactician. I don't think we can take tactician with our tech that has like no discard. But this prepared to discard the haze is like not bad. Or discard anything really. We want to upgrade it. Why we're slaying the Spire? Because it's fun. Complete disregard for Spire life. I really feel like this just isn't working out, man. Like, how are we... We take our third backflip, obviously. I guess prepared can discard haste. That's like still... That is still reasonable and that's still there. What is this? It's a common. Okay. Like, I'm not feeling confident, but also I don't know where this run is going if I just, like, avoid this elite. Instructions unclear, I laid the Spire. That's fair, too. I mean, like, I don't judge. I'm doing okay. I think I could be doing better. Yeah, I mean, yesterday I had, how do I explain this? I'm taking a watercolor course. Class thing. And, I know nothing about watercolor. Like, I basically never painted before. So, I was like, I don't even know how to put paint on my paintbrush, basically. Like I'm basically like 5 as far as painting skill goes. Right? And then the class was kind of, it was more like laissez-faire, sort of like, here's the thing that we're doing, and then you're sort of just left to your devices. I was kind of disappointed because I was expecting that I was gonna get some like instruction, like a college course, basically, sort of like, I'm gonna explain these things. Okay, now go do that thing, right? Where that wasn't really the flow of the class. And I went home feeling kind of stupid. And now I guess I need to like practice watercolor for an entire week so that I can have like a mild understanding of what questions I can even ask. To be honest with you, like, I don't even know what questions I'm supposed to ask because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So, color me a little disappointed. That's the current state of things. I mean, I'm speaking about this like relatively tone neutral right now, but I was pretty torn up about it yesterday. There are no bad questions. Sure. I think that this is part of like what bothered me. I appreciate you trying to be compassionate or give advice that you believe is appropriate. The thing about asking a question is that like you need to know what questions to ask. So my question would have been like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, I don't even know what question I'm supposed to ask right now. What question am I supposed to ask? Would be my first question. Which I guess you could say, like, that's not a bad question, because then they can, like, direct you in the direction you're supposed to go. But, like, I just think that the degree of lack of cognizance or whatever, it's like, it's like trying to get someone to play Armored Core 6 and they've never picked up a controller before. So there's a difference between, like, oh, well, what you have to do is you have to move your character, and then, like, there's a connection between the controller and how the character moves. It was really bad, man. I was just, like, sitting there feeling very anxious. It was not good. I kind of felt like puking, honestly, in the middle of the class. It was really bad. So I still sort of feel the repercussions of it today, and how tired I feel, and also my chest kind of hurts. Also, we're dead, which is pretty funny. We just could not figure out how to block for more than what we had available to us. Maybe we didn't have enough HP to trade to this Elite 2. But I feel like we couldn't really work out how we were supposed to block. We just picked some backflips and had no, like... I guess, like, well-laid plans to hold Shadow Meld would have been an idea. Having Dodge and Roll would have been a lot better for Pale's Legion, for sure. Then I'm not sure. I don't know. If I got into pseudo-bad writing that people enjoy somehow reading, you can as well overcome the painting stuff. Sure, I guess, like, the thing that I want to be clear about is that it doesn't have to do with whether I can or cannot paint. It's that, like, the process of which, but, like, the expectation of me that was to understand that water goes in the paint and then you use that to paint things was, like, we weren't even at step 0.5, and that was, like, a really, really bad experience for me. I'm sure I can overcome it. Right? Like, I'm sure. But it's a pretty negative experience when, like, you just like someone puts a controller in your hand and is like, okay, move the thing. It's like, what do you mean? And then you, like, click the start button and you're like, can I move the thing now? There's a menu. I don't know what the menu means. It's like, oh, well, you can, like, exit the menu, and it's like, how? I don't know. And then, like, you move the right control stick, which doesn't do anything because you're on a menu. And just like that for, like, 2.5 hours was probably one of the worst experiences I've had in the last 10 years of my life, I think. Which maybe sounds like really privileged to say that, but the reality is that I don't go outside a whole lot. So the social anxiety nightmare was pretty bad. You can always do my learning method. What would that be? Started at around 1, right? We have time. Crucible. Just to fuck around. I think if I did that, I probably would have wasted like $200 worth of paint supplies. So there is an opportunity cost to doing that. That I was not comfortable doing. Unfortunately. Yeah, I will probably be doing some painting after this. I looked up some YouTube tutorials in order to get a better understanding of how to mix water and paint. Step 0.5. You put the water where the paint is, and then you mix it. There are different ratios of water and paint that you can use, and there's approximately 5 values that are like easily recognizable ratios of water and paint. You also primarily want to go from like more water to less water. Most water to less water. Literally because of how the dynamics of watercolor works. Because if you do it the other way around, the water goes back into the thing you were painting. It looks bad. Take a piercing whale, or not piercing whale, shit, the other AoE card. The offensively slanted AoE card. That was the thing that I wanted to do. Yeah, I guess another part of it that like felt a little dissatisfying or like it was really, really uncomfortable, I guess, where I'm realizing how uncomfortable it was. Is like there's some degree of like placating, right? Where it's like, oh, you know, like everyone is a beginner once. Like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, oh, I like really like this thing that you did here, you know? It's kind of like positive environment sort of stuff, right? But it's like I didn't come here for you to tell me that like you liked the orange that I made. I don't even know how I made the orange, dude. Like, yeah, I don't. I need help with the basic mechanics of what I am attempting to do, right? Which just felt like, you know, uncomfortable. I guess to some degree it reminded me of maybe like stuff that's happened like a lot in my life. Where it's kind of this like, yes, monkey, dance. Go dance. You are no, you got this. Just like keep dancing. You'll eventually figure it out. And it's like the unfortunate thing that I realized is that like you don't figure it out. That is actually the reality. At least it is for me. Is that I could spend a lot of time not figuring something out. And until I receive some degree of instruction or help or something, or I figure something out, however the hell that happens, it won't. And it's like part of the reason why I came here to learn was so that I could get helped, right? Because I don't think I'm gonna figure it out. Has not been my experience. My experience is that if I'm given like a thread to figure out, then I can figure it out. But if they're like, no, just figure it out. Like, figure what out? There's nothing to figure out. I haven't even like, you haven't given me anything to figure out. There's nothing to figure out. Like, oh, just like play around with it. It's like, what? With what? I don't know. It's hard to describe how frustrated I was. Well, at least today I have some stuff that I can like look into. But color me a little disappointed. Like I don't know. Are my expectations off that, like, in a class I'm expecting to be taught stuff? I don't know. I'm just, like, really upset about this, so probably, like, playing Slay the Spire. Something trauma? Hell yeah. Yeah, sorry, guys. Trauma dumping on you. Okay. Acrobatics or dodgeball? Now, here's the thing, is we didn't pick blocks last time, and then we died. Oh no, a difficult encounter. How awful. It was 21. Or I could misclick. Never punished. I mean, technically punished. We took, like, 2 damage. We don't have to take. Yeah, I think one of the biggest disservices, because, like, I went to music school. Music, like, higher education for music, which I eventually taught music and stuff like that. But I didn't figure out how to practice effectively until, like, my second year of music college. So that's a really, really long time to not have, like, an understanding of how to practice your instrument. And it's like, I could just teach people how to practice instead of, like, teaching them stuff to practice. And then if you actually understand how to practice, then you can, like, improve. So yeah. On more pleasant topics, how's Enfield? Enfield's great. I'm having a good time. I will be honest. Maybe not. I feel like the story feels kind of corny sometimes. But I have been enjoying recording it off stream and then being, like, just being a React handy. So maybe you should put that to use for Slay the Spire. Well, I think I'm doing fine. Right. Yeah, I think there's certainly a lot of problems currently playing this game. A lot of issues. So we have, like, some burst damage, some AoE, some, like, block. We have no discard. But this is a bit more damage. And then we can find a discard. We can find it here, somewhere. Sure. No, I really wanted it to be a discard. Oh, man. Do we take upgraded deadly poison for damage? Guess so. These also don't discard. What the hell, man? What is the plan? Oh yeah, the thing that I was gonna say about Enfield was, yeah, because I really enjoyed making the video that's currently up. Like, I wish I could make more things that are like that, I guess. Because I go like, man, just here's 5 billion memes a second, and then I feel like I delivered on that in that video. There's a lot of good memes. The unfortunate thing is that, like, so this is so irritating. Let me go find it. So first of all, I think the thumbnail is fucking hilarious. Like, it's so funny to me. Like, I look at the thumbnail for that video. There's like 3 variants, but I look at most of the thumbnails for that video, and I'm like, damn, that's really funny. Like, this shit's so funny. The... Oops. Okay, yeah, the retention rate, I guess that's gone down now. But, like, I would say that, overall, the retention rate on this video is very high. As in, people are actually watching it. Which I'm like, awesome, that's good. The impressions click-through rate of this is, like, 1.3%. Which is kind of indicative that either the titling or thumbnailing is not effective. Which is unfortunate. Because I think the video is good, probably. I've watched it a number of times, both in editing and also just, like, I watched it. It's like, damn, it really sucks to be like, ah, shit. Click-through rate is, like, so low. Currently, I mean, it's pretty close, but the most effective thumbnail is the one that's, or thumbnail and title is, like, this game is so easy. Which that is, like, a meme. That's, like, an in-community meme. So, can't tell if because meme, or the other thing is that, like, it's kind of, I was gonna say provocative, but not in the sexy way. I think saying that any game is easy to someone who believes there's a degree of complexity to the game that they play is, like, insulting to in some way. Yeah. I wanted to make another one of those, or maybe a few more. Part of the problem is that I want to, like, improve my account in that game, but I'm severely limited by how much footage is on my drive. So, Frog Knight officially the worst enemy. Devs, please turn him gay and slap him a little. Frog Knight. I think Frog Knight doesn't do a whole lot for a few turns and then, like, hits you for 50 or something. Right, what was I doing in the shop? Probably buying a potion so that I can fight an elite. Yeah, I also threw all my pulls at Rossi and then pulled 2 Rossis. I don't know if I told you that the last time we talked, but that is the case. It's like I want to upgrade this so that it does more damage. But it's really not that helpful. Motherfucker ruined my run. I was probably doomed anyways. I had very low DPS. Yeah. Makes sense. This was your defect run? Where you had, like, hot fixes and stuff, I'm assuming? Yeah, what was your orb situation? Oh, this was a different run? Oh, it was a different run? Oh, I see. What happened to that run? It seemed like you hit the gas. That one died at Big Mancer. Big Mancer. B-Mancer? B-O-Mancer? Untouchable cloak and dagger. I don't think I want any of these. Oh, the bug mancer. Bee guy. Bee dude. Keep looking at the upgrade screen and being like, yeah, I'm gonna upgrade something now. It's like, not really much upgrade. I guess neutralize is an option. It's an option to improve something about my deck. I had 11 HP and wasn't confident I could beat it. It's fair. It's fair, it's fair. Big passes. Bubble, bubble. More poison. We're already at the boss. We could get greedy with it. We could. We could actually, and then just like do a really early shop next act. I believe. I believe. I believe. That's a plan. That's a plan. Okay, we need to... I need Bubble Bubble to not fuck me one time. Please, please do not fuck me one time, Bubble Bubble. Do not do it. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna lose it, man. This fucking card. Worthless piece of trash. Oh, man. I was gonna say, was that enough to lose me the run? That would have been really funny. Fan of Knives is some AoE. Assassinate, Shadow Step. I mean, these do not help this situation. I think having more AoE is always nice. Oh, we have a Backstab. Maybe Assassinate Backstab just like kill something. Upgrade. 6 random cards. Interestingly, there's like nothing in my deck to upgrade. We just take the Ring of the Drake. Yeah. Draw some cards. Here's a shop. I mean, I don't actually know how much damage this was. Am I going to just assume Mathis or blockers? Oh, math was definitely for blockers. That's epic. Prepared. It was upgraded. It could have been Mirage. Did your starting hand or 2 strength? Next combat shuffle 2 days. I think I can deal with this. Is 2 strength good for like... Oh, it's good with the backstab and stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? Maybe this could be good. I could see it being good. Decent damage on turn 1. Definitely seemed pretty decent. I'm wondering if we take this backflip. When is the threshold of not taking a backflip anymore? I guess we're in a shop immediately. We can probably pass it and then see what we got first. Untouchable Dash Wall-Aid Plans membership card. Wall-Aid Plan's good. It lets us hold on to Bubble. There's also Regal Pillow, which we probably want. I think I'm feeling like a Regal Pillow, card remove, maybe like Shiv Potion. Do I have enough for all of that? That's 110, yeah, plus 50. I'm not super on any of these cards. I don't know if Jackpot's maybe just like actually kind of good. And Prolong is not super here. Jackpot is Feast or Famine. We can just block. We are permitted to just block. I've never drawn 3 mid cards with Jackpot. It's either not helpful at all or exactly what I need. That's fair. I'm glad you elaborated, because I was thinking a little bit like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by it's Feast or Famine? Wait. But that makes sense. Bouncing Flask. That's more poison. I think I want more poison. Hello, Beemancer. Oh my god, Bubble didn't troll me. Let's go. I think we just play everything. And then I think I don't play the Prepared because if I discard Ricochet, I actually don't want to do that. Maybe it's okay, actually. Is discarding Ricochet okay? Shuffle 4 days? Probably not. Probably not okay. Bounce on it. Okay. Nunchaku. Reflex Wall-Aid Plans. Oops. we can turn Bouncing Flask into Snakebite with well-laid plans. Isn't that crazy? I want to say that Block Potion is going to be good. Probably better than this. Well-laid plans is typically just good. I kind of just want to be cautious about, like, taking it when I don't need it. Is a thing that I've been trying to, like, think about. We're probably not blocking all of this damage. So this is like minus 12 damage. Oh, come on. Come on, man. Fucking Bouncing Flask. Pendulum. Oh my god, a footwork. Holy shit, we found a footwork. It's crazy. We are fighting two elites, so I'm just gonna... It's like kind of overhealing, but we are fighting two elites, so... Burst? We burst in? It is good in fights against one enemy, but with that being the only time it's actually good, that means the card is just mediocre overall. I mean, it's a way to kill bosses. Like, when we burst this Bouncing Flask, it's gonna be hella lit, fam, on God. For real. Yeah, it's just burst. We have a well-laid plans for this burst. Why am I bursting with goo? That's just kind of how I exist, man. I don't ask you why you get up in the morning and eat breakfast. That's a lot of damage. Maybe I should have considered blocking. Can I do 18 damage with one card? I cannot. Are we taking dodge and roll 2? Because of our footwork, and we need blocks. Oh. Yes, sir. What the plan here? Guess, like, we can play these. This is okay. Sounds good to me. Nice. Acrobatics, hand trick, predator. I want to say that it's acro time, but like, is it acro time? Like, is it actually acro time? I have a critically low amount of energy. Nice. Oh. Was that a mistake? I mean, we don't die if we do this. But also, I think... Does it take... Poison damage at the start of their turn, right? This says 13 damage. So I think we could have just blocked more. It's funny. We are at 1... Welcome, Shiki. We're doing something in the Spire today. It might be kind of freaky, because, you know, I was talking about busting and stuff. I think I want any of these. I think I'm good. I want to say that this grand finale is, like, good, but it's not. Classic silent rare card skip. Yeah, it just doesn't seem very good. Hey, look, it's a Riddick Pyramid. We could also Pandora's Box for 9. So here's the thing. I feel like all of these are really good. Like, I feel like... Well, maybe Runic Pyramid's actually not as good because we have energy problems. Yeah. So I think it's like Philosopher's Stone or Pandora's Box. I think Pandora's Box could actually be quite good here. But Philosopher's Stone makes my burst better, because then we can upgrade the burst and then not feel bad about it. This is pretty atrocious. This is pretty bad, dude. It's pretty not good. Well, we got the hunt. So the hunt will help us find some blocks, but wow. We lost 5 blocks and got, like, untouchable escape plan. Accuracy does nothing. We definitely don't need the skewer. Oh god. I mean, we have this helical dart, so maybe we find some stuff. I guess assuming you're gonna hit on, like, everything in a Pandora's box is not really reasonable, right? I'm kind of looking over here. And then I guess we're forced to fight another elite. Damn, the shop paths kind of suck. Here's this. That's a little bit easier. We're against Queen and Doormaker. What is this? Oh, that's the ancient that we have. We don't have to shop early. We kind of do, because we need blocks, right? But... okay, we have... Right, Assassinate Backstab meant that we were kind of always, like, probably gonna have something to do, right? It's pretty good. What are we doing here? $19. Some more with burst, and then we're still taking 12. This is, like, available. Nice. Backflip plus a sweet. Tactician. I could be convinced to take a Tactician. Or we take third Backstab. Never mind, Skewer the Goat, apparently. I was actually gonna say, like, I'm not huge on either of those cards either. I picked a Flechette, like, once, and it was pretty bad. Take the gold. Well, our deck's already full of trash, so, like, what's adding a curse to it, you know what I mean? Tuning Fork? That's gas. Maybe Attack Potion was better when it had Vulnerable. Grand Finale. Oh, God. This is 15. Ooh! Let's go! That's a prepared. We like prepared. And then I don't think I need those. Flechettes has been alright early game sometimes, but it's not something to think about past being an Act 1 Strike Plus. It's like, what could make Flechettes good? Pen nib and a sharp modifier. Yeah, I got a skewer with Vigorous on it, and that was pretty dope. Didn't win the run, but I don't think it was because of the skewer. And skewer's probably better against hallway fights with like T-set and stuff. Oh, how does Hunt interact in this fight? Do I just have to, like, kill one of them? Sweet. We just chilling. Oh. Super cool letter opener. Remembering that that was there. Dodge and roll? We are minus, how many were we minus? From the backflip, we were minus, like, 4 blocks. So now we're at -3 with taking the backflip. So maybe we want a dodge and roll? This is probably fine. You did get fucked hard. Unfortunately, despite my deepest desires, that fight did not actually do that. Oh, were you talking about the Pandora's box? Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. True. What are we doing here? Just playing these dodge and rolls? No, we're playing this Benson class. So I'm about to get attacked for a lot of damage next turn. Oh, there was a chance that I didn't draw the footwork there. I think we're holding Burst for a block card. Which is probably better than holding, like, Survivor, right? There's a higher chance to not draw a block. Maybe we'll just hold on to Survivor. Oh, it's not the big turn yet. Okay. Well, now I feel silly. When you overdraw, does it not usually just mill the excess cards? I guess it's supposed to. Why is our block so trash? Fucking frail, dude. I mean, if this is 8 times 4... How much is that? $32 plus 15 is 47. 47 plus 38 is 77 plus 8 is 85. That's not lethal. Which is very funny to me. Damn. They were not hunted. So Doesn't was prepared at least, apparently, which looked odd. I wonder if maybe I played the prepared, like, not plus. Did I do regular prepared there? Because I might have, and then I didn't notice. Upgraded grand finale. Let's go, dude. Let's go. There's no way. There's so much trash in my deck. Like, there's so much garbage in my deck that there's no way I could dupe it. Oh! Oh. Never mind, it's okay. I thought we, for some reason, didn't have Assassinate. Like it unupgraded or something? I don't know. It did something. I thought it did something. It didn't do anything, though. Flechette's is on 3. This is for 17. That's unfortunate. I guess this is, like, not 0. Oh, well-laid plans doesn't do anything. Oh, shit. Whoops. Oopsie doopsie. Only play 3 of these. We're taking 1 billion damage this turn. If only the cards had a big-ass symbol covering the art, would have made it a lot easier to remember the debuff. I remembered the debuff. I didn't think of the, like... I thought, oh, it's ethereal, but I can retain it, and then that'll let me keep one of the cards. It's like, that's not how that works. I was like, meditate, thinking... Meditate coded. Meditate pilled. There we go. That's 40 damage. Neutralize is still in the deck. There's Neutralize. Do kind of need to be blocking here. This is 26. It's not 0. Okay. Any specific reason you targeted the Flail Knight first? I usually leave him for last since he's the least threatening, with either Spectral or Maggie Knight going first depending on the deck. Flail Knight attacks you for like 34. That's why I want him to die. That is the assessment. Which is technically not my assessment. It's What's up, Yumi? How are you? That is a certified Jorbs-coded assessment. Which is, Flail Knight does the most upfront damage, so if you can just kill him, then he's gone. Exhausting your cards that don't matter usually doesn't matter, and then Maggie Knight removing your upgrades is contextually not supposed to be very important, because, like, if your upgrades are giving you more block or damage or something, that's usually more relevant in Act 1 and less relevant in Act 3. But I've been trying it the last number of runs. I think it's worked out okay. I think if we had more upfront damage, then I would care, like, it'd be a lot easier for me to just go, like, okay, get rid of the Flail Knight. Because Ethereal, right, as an enchantment, is like, okay, we're going to exhaust all the things that we didn't play. So you played all the things that you wanted to play, and then you're exhausting, like what did I exhaust? Like, accuracy? Noxious Fumes? Oh, well-laid plans? Like, yeah, I don't care about those. Yeah, I mean, I know that it attacks for 40. Does it also frail you? Maybe that's worth, like, looking into. Before turn 4. Yeah, so if you... When does the Flail Knight attack for, like, a bunch? Because there's a turn where it and the middle one attack for, like, 50 or something. That's before turn 4, right? Reducing defense capacity as in degrading your cards. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Like, yeah, I don't think that that's that important. If it put Frail on me, I would be concerned. For sure. Take a second tactician. I'm like a little concerned about the state of our deck. It's an ice cream! It's an ice cream. Currently working on getting you some more business. Yo! Well, again, thank you for recommending people to me. I do really appreciate that. And yeah, I would love more things to work on. I'm currently exploring watercolor painting so that I can get better at coloring things. Yeah. Anyways, that was the evaluation that I was given, so I thought I would try it. Again, I've been trying it out for a few runs. I think it's been mostly okay. With the exception that, like, the Magi Knight, Maggie, Magpie, you know. Dealing 40 by turn 4 is like, that's real. I think we were concerned there. So. Enchant and attack with momentum 5. Increase this charge attack by 5 this combat when played. Yeah, if we put it on, like, Flechette's Skewer or Ricochet, like, that's real. I'm kind of looking at this ice cream, though. I guess, you know, what situation are we getting energy off of ice cream? If we take this Radiant Tincture. I kind of want to remove something. I kind of like the secret technique. I feel like that's going to be valuable for something. I feel like Flechettes or Skewer are worse than Clumsy. I guess Accuracy is worse than both of those things. But Accuracy can potentially leave the deck if I play it. That's probably not that big of a deal. I definitely want the ice cream. I think I want the secret technique. And then I think I want this. And then I think I want Weak Potion over Blessing of the Forge. And then I want to remove a card. I mean, there's a lot of cards that are pretty bad. That are pretty stinky. I think Accuracy is probably, like, actively the least useful. Can we take another dodge and roll? Okay, let's sort by type real quick. How's our block plan looking? Our block plan is like Mad Science, dodge and roll. So we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 8. Grand Finale is worse than Accuracy IMO. I think that all of the like attacks that could potentially be played are worse or like are more okay than this Accuracy I don't want to play. If I randomly deal 150 damage in the Queen fight, I'm pretty happy. We have 8 blocks in our 34 card deck. You know, buy this dodge roll. Anchor. Let's play these. I don't think Burst is going to do anything if we draw 6 cards. That seems a bit much. We could draw Prepared. But we don't, like, need to block. But we also don't necessarily want to use our energy, because we have Ice Cream. Remembering that I have Ice Cream. These are really bound, aren't they? They're so incredibly bound. I think the thing that I don't like as much about this version of it is that I can't see the, like, they're super glowy, right? I think it's, like, a little hard to see. Still. Like, I would want the chains to be at the top. To be, like, visible. They are, but, like, over the frame, maybe? I don't know. That, maybe it's hard to look at if you do that. Okay, we're getting attacked for 19. Let's, first this dodge and roll plus. This dodge and roll. We'll hold on to... maybe Technique? I think we're getting attack next turn. Yeah. Which we somewhat prepared for. I'm just wondering if I want a secret technique for Technician, basically. Because this is what I'm thinking, is I can hold on to Grand Finale with well-laid points. So is there a way that I can set that up such that it does damage? If I secret technique, that goes to 8, and then if I prepared, it goes to 6. And I don't know if this is active still. We are on turn 3. So for your first 3 turns, draw 2 additional cards. So we're drawing 5. So this is -1, 8, 6, draw 5. Doesn't quite work. Oh, one of them could be Escape Plan, which is -1. So as long as Escape Plan is not the last card in my deck, then Secret Technique Prepared works, I think. So next turn we draw 5. Why did we draw 6? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Oh, did we get cooked by Pendulum? That's so awesome. Wait, that's so good. I did not account for the Pendulum. All we had to do was not play the Escape Plan. Oh man. Oh, it was gonna be so good. It's pretty funny. Some cards. It's a bubble. I think we keep these. Okay, we're at 6. Pendulum next turn. Pendulum is we draw 5. This is 4 plus 2. That puts us to 0. Let's do it. I'm like quadruple checking for anything that I might have missed. Oh, let's go! Okay, now what? I heard bingo noises in my head, and then now I don't actually know what we're doing here. This is 8. 8 times 4, 32. 32 plus 10. This hunt in my deck is, like, not good. This is the same as doing this. If I do 10, or 11 plus 16 would be 27, 37, that's exact C's. Because I want to do this dodging roll. It's like, I want to burst to defend, obviously. I think we also want to weaken this. Maybe I don't have to burst to defend. This is 30 damage. I can just block, right? Let's do a little bit of normal ab blocking. We could still spike a Tactician off of this, which will help me do something. We did not hit it. So I want to hold the acrobatics. It's like the mad science is there. Okay, we have 9 cards left. This is 7. 7, 8, 9 off backflip. Or 8, 9 off prepared escape plan. Hit you. And this is, said this plus escape plan plus backflip. Now we have to hit the backflip. We almost messed up. It's fine because we drew the prepared, but we almost messed up. That's so funny. We were at hand size. Oh my god. I guess overdraw doesn't usually mill. Good to know. It's only making too many tokens that works that way. Yeah, like if you generate 5 shivs or something, makes sense. Okay, we need to get back to our, like, burst plus thing. So, why is Twitch chat so far to the right? Oh, it's pretty funny. Because I didn't put it back in the right place when I was done with it before. I moved it for something. I'm basically wondering if playing this tactician is better than playing escape plan. We can hold the escape plan. Ooh, maybe we wanted to hold untouchable. They're both like free, kind of. Five times 3. It's not immensely high. This is like 45. Can we block 45? Or can we draw 8 cards? If we go escape plan, backflip. So we draw 4. It's too much. Guess we draw 2 to 5. And we draw acro is to it doesn't quite work. So now what is our plan? Discard this grand finale that we can't use. And then we just block because it's lethal to poison next turn. Sweet. Okay, what do we need to like put into play here? This is free because we have ice cream. I don't want these in my deck. There's footwork. First we'd get exhausted if we held on to it, huh? We can hold on to a dodge and roll. So like I'm just trying to think of, like, what we actually need, you know? Like, I don't know if we need Survivor Untouchable, actually. I think we can, like, expend this to block this turn. And I don't think we need the Neutralize either. And I don't think we need the Flechettes. Might want the Secret Technique for later. Keep the Dodge and Rolls. Keep Secret Technique? It says you can't draw. This puts a skill. That's so funny. Let's get an energy. I guess we can put Bubble in our hand. That seems not incredibly important. If we could put Burst into our hand, it'd be really good. This is all our stuff costs energy. Like extra energy. Definitely feel like I want to put the gas on them a little bit. But we need to block. If we play a Tactician, do we lose energy is at the bottom, I guess. So we're exhausting next turn. Doesn't seem great. Is there like a super block in our deck? No, we used our Untouchable already. Lara is sadly vulnerable to non-consensual touching. We are not untouchable. No! Ah, damn it. That's a lot of damage, man. I think we're dead. They do look that way. Darn. Oh, that's hard. Energy loss goes last. Yeah. It says it at the bottom of the card. I do believe it goes last. Not gonna lie, I feel like Doormaker doesn't need 3 health bars. 3 health bars. Does Doormaker have 3 health bars? Looks like he has 1. Unless you're talking about the non-beta branch. The regular branch. Yeah, I don't know how we were going to beat Doormaker. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to retry to see if I can beat Doormaker, but I don't know if I can. Maybe the weaken, like, keeping neutralize is actually important. I don't know, though. seemed correct to do... Well, we didn't have to throw that, but... It seemed correct to do this. What is our plan? I lost the energy off of the prepared after the slide tactician had resolved. Oh, interesting. So it put the energy in the middle of the thing, and then you lost it off of the prepared, even before the trigger for the one on tactician. You should probably move Twitch chat down so it doesn't get blocked. No, I think it's okay. I think it's totally fine where it is. What are we doing? So turn 0 is definitely just resolving like this, right? And this. I would believe that the game can put multiple triggers like on the stack in the middle of resolving other things. Because the discard technically happens first, which means that if the discard happens and then it triggers the thing, then it like... I would believe that that works. What do I want to retain? Because next turn, again, we're gonna have to be blocking in some fashion. And then I think I was reluctant to play the dodge and roll here. Because I was like, maybe this untouchable is better. But this is higher burst block. So 2 dodge and rolls covers next turn. I think Flechette's out is correct. No, that's how it like works. That's how it works intuitively in my head as well, but I just don't know if that's how the game works as all. I'm not sure. So we can hold neutralize for next turn, or like survivor or something. We took more damage here, I think. Hunt is useless. We can save our energy instead of playing the skewer. I think that might have been a mistake. There's a tank for 17. We have 6 energy. So we can do like block, bubble. If next turn we're getting attacked for a lot, maybe we want to keep the energy? Because next turn it's attacking for like a lot of damage, right? So this is 18. Now we could neutralize. I guess the rationale with this would be for would be knowing that it's attacking for more on its second cycle, which is like a reasonable rationale for not playing neutralize the first time. I still don't really want to use the burst because like we need to be able to do damage somehow. Obviously this isn't particularly fast. We get 7 block off of this. That puts us to 22 plus 9 is 31. We'll nap for a bit, see ya. Hope the run goes well. Well, the run's currently over. We're just learning right now. Because I don't know if this deck, like, I don't think this deck could have beaten Doormaker, but I'm trying to figure out if it could. There's a bunch of 0 costs, so we can check the ruling now. So this, it would be draw 1, discard 1, lose energy, and then we're assuming that if this lost, like, we should see gain energy, lose energy twice. This is going to be 1, 2. We should basically lose 1 energy, but it's the order in which it happens. So, like, you can rewind and go real slow on it and whatever. I think this phase is very unfortunately, like really good against Ice Cream, which was something we were hoping to leverage, but I guess not. So yeah, so it should be gain, lose. So it should go 5, 4, 3. It kind of did it at the same time. I think it just calculated all of it at the same time. It never went up or down. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't think we had enough of a plan here, unfortunately. Alright, GG. The new Doormaker is, like, really hard. Like, really quite difficult. I feel like the exhaust turn is the best turn to be committing to, like, poison or something, right? Like, getting your damage in. But then your card gets exhausted, and then we didn't... Like, presumably we weren't going to have enough damage if we just sat there. And then... The loss of energy was tough, because we had Ice Cream. So if we ever saved up energy, but then we had to, like, play blocks and stuff, we, like, really lost all our energy. Feels a little overtuned since the extra energy cost also harms non-infinite decks a lot. Yeah, I agree. He seems really hard, I think. Like, probably too hard. I feel like he feels too hard. Like, the first one definitely felt like, okay, get to turn 4 to be able to do something, like, to be able to activate what you want to do. But now it feels like there's, like, no opening. Because the first phase... Yeah, again, like, my problem is that the first phase, like, how do you have enough damage in your deck? Right? And then in the second phase, like, you can't draw cards. So you're kind of just hoping that you have what you want to play in that hand. Like, you can't mitigate anything through card draw, which is, like, particularly good against this deck. But I guess if all your options are good in the cards that you drew, then it's fine. And then the last one is you have to pay, like, a lot of energy to do anything, so he doesn't attack for a whole lot on that turn. But again, it's kind of a question of, like, where is it reasonable to be able to, like, initiate your game plan? I think this boss asks you to have a lot of scaling. Like, if we had, like, 5 footworks and we just played all of them on turn 0, I think we would have a lot more room to do stuff. Obviously, if you have 5 footworks, then you'll have a lot of room to do stuff. But I think, like, specifically for this boss, because what it is taxing you is like card plays and card draw and comboing and stuff. You just kind of need your cards to have more value per card. He asks you to have a lot of scaling and be lucky enough to draw it all in turn 1. I think the lucky enough part is like heavily, like you can heavily mitigate against that with card draw. And I think like each character can do that. Like draw your scaling on turn 1, particularly when you're not contested. So like you don't have to block anything on turn 1. So getting your card draw or your card draw and energy to find your scaling seems reasonable. Especially because you're not contested. This deck just didn't have it. Like we had 1 footwork. It wasn't upgraded. Like I would want like 2 footwork pluses basically in order to comfortably block those turns with like maybe a dodge and roll and then a residual dodge and roll. Like going from the turn where everything costs more energy, we block for, 10, then 10. Then maybe I guess another block. We would need another block. But then we have 10 block going into the other turn, and then we could like neutralize it or something like that. I'm just a bit salty from bottom decking my Master Planner against them last time I fought him. Yeah, that's fair. I hold every grievance of not drawing Seraphim form against the heart and it causing me to lose the game. I remember the deep hatred, deep-seated hatred that I have because of that. So it's fair. All right, that's probably going to be it for today. That's it. Show's over. I'll fix the schedule for next week. My bad on that. But yeah, we are still on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. It's my regular schedule. So, if you're still here, I'm gonna say thank you so much for watching. Big yawn. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Appreciate your support, as always. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Goodbye.